Now that you have created your group presentation in Google Presentation, we're going to go ahead and download that presentation so that we can put it in Voicethread. Voicethread is what will allow each of the group members to add audio to the slides. Our first step for downloading will be going to File and then Download As, and you're going to want to download it as a PowerPoint file. Voicethread will be able to upload your entire PowerPoint file and use each slide as an image in the background. The Voicethread server that we have is specific for the College of Education, and it is located at cedncsu.ed.voicethread.com. You have already been given your Voicethread account. When you sign in, you will sign in with your NCSU email address and then the password that you have been given. You may be prompted after sign in to change your password. Once you are inside your Voicethread account, you're going to want to click Create. Create is what we will use to create a new Voicethread. Only one member of your group will need to do this part. To add your media, we're going to click on Add Media and select from My Computer. Typically, people add images to Voicethread one at a time. What we are going to be doing is adding our entire PowerPoint at the same time. I'm going to go ahead and upload that PowerPoint that I just downloaded. It's going to ask me for a title. I'm going to call this one ELP 344 Presentation Zen Example. And then I've also got some other options while this is processing. I'm going to go ahead and click Save, and you'll see that my PowerPoint has been added. So I'm going to go ahead and go through and comment on some of my slides. So you'll see this first one is my ELP 344 example slide. Let's go through a couple of them, see how they turned out. So these all look pretty familiar. They were all what were in the last video. So if I wanted to say, come to this slide and add an audio comment to it, I would come down to this plus button. So the advantage of using Voicethread to be able to create this is that each member of your group can select a different slide and add audio to it. So when I make a comment, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make an audio comment. You could also add a video comment, which will use the webcam in your computer. We're going to focus on audio comments. The nice thing about Voicethread is every time it's going to use your microphone, it's going to ask you. So this is yes, I do. Not all websites should have access to use your video camera or microphone, so it's good that it asks. Now it's going to give me a countdown, and I'm going to say, this is a slide that's talking about the State Board of Education. For example, our superintendent is June Atkinson. I'm going to say, this is a slide that's talking about the State Board of Education. For example, our superintendent is June Atkinson. And I'm going to go ahead and save this because I was like, that's pretty good. And you'll actually see a little picture of me pop up, and then anybody that comes through and presses play is able to hear the audio that's on this slide. So I can go through all of the different slides and add my comments. So now I'm done with my presentation. I've added the audio that I would like to add. I'm going to go up to my presentation Voicethread details and look at some of the different options that I have. So the first one is under Share, how do I want people to be able to get access to it? So I'm going to look at who has access, and right now it's set to private, which means I'm the only person that can see it. We're going to want to change those privacy options so that anyone can comment. This will allow your fellow students to be able to comment. Now, if you don't want other people to be able to see it, you can not have the Publish on Browse page checked. I'm going to go ahead and save these changes so that anyone can comment. If I go back to basic, I'm then going to see the different ways that I can share this voice thread. What I'm going to do is copy this link, which is this long link right here. And this link will be the link that I will use to send to the fellow students in my class, as well as the link that I would use to turn in my voice thread to my professor. We will not be using the export function. We only will be using the link function. So when I'm done and I copy and paste that URL, you'll see this is actually the presentation that comes up. And if I go to the slide that I recorded audio on, I'm going to say, this is a slide that's talking about the state. The audio will start the minute the slide appears, but I will be clicking through to be able to control the audio on my computer. And that's how you'll be able to add audio to your PowerPoint presentation for your group project.